They won't always lie to your face. They won't raise their voice. They won't show their intent openly. Number. When they twist the truth, they do it softly, with calm tones, with carefully chosen words that sound reasonable, almost caring. It begins like an ordinary conversation, a question, a suggestion, a single phrase that seems harmless. But by the end, you're the one apologizing. You're the one confused. You're the one doubting what you said, what you saw, and even what you felt. That's how manipulation works. It doesn't come with fire, it comes with fog. The kind that seeps in quietly until you can't see what's real anymore. You know this feeling. When something feels wrong, but you can't prove it. When the story doesn't quite add up, but they insist it does. When your instincts scream, something's off. But your mind whispers, maybe I'm overreacting. That whisper is exactly what they want, because the moment you start questioning yourself, they win. They don't have to shout. They don't even have to argue. They just have to plant doubt. And that doubt will do the rest. Manipulators use your empathy as a weapon. They twist your conscience, your reason, your patience. They make you explain yourself endlessly until you forget what you were even trying to say. And that's the trick. If they can tire your mind, they can guide it. They'll change facts mid-sentence, shift blame with a sigh, hide insults inside compliments, and smile while they do it. This is not kindness, it's control, and it feeds on your reaction, because they want you to defend yourself. They want you to argue. They want you to chase truth emotionally, because emotion is easy to twist. But there's another way, a colder, calmer way. The Stoics faced this exact kind of deceit, not in social media arguments, not in office politics, but in the brutal courts of Rome, in betrayals among allies, in friendships that turned to manipulation for power and influence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can prove me wrong, I will gladly change, for I seek the truth, not to be right." That is the essence of Stoic strength. Clarity over ego, truth over pride, reason over reaction. Because what destroys manipulation isn't anger, it's awareness. You don't fight liars by shouting louder. You expose them by staying silent long enough for their words to contradict themselves. You don't prove innocence to those who distort it. You let time and consistency reveal what noise cannot hide. You stop trying to win arguments and you start mastering your energy. That's what the Stoic does. He listens more than he speaks. He pauses before he answers. He watches motives, not words. Because truth doesn't need defending, it only needs presence. This video is about reclaiming that presence. It's about learning to stand unshaken when others twist perception. It's about responding with calm precision instead of emotional chaos. What you'll hear next are not just phrases. They are anchors. Each one is designed to pull you back into reason when conversation turns to confusion. They are shields, forged in philosophy and sharpened by centuries of human experience. Because deception has not evolved much since the days of Seneca or Epictetus. The tools are the same, only the tone has changed. They manipulate with guilt. They twist kindness into obligation. They turn confidence into arrogance and uncertainty into guilt. But if you master the Stoic art of response, their words lose weight, their performance loses meaning, and their control dissolves. A Stoic does not react, he reflects. He does not chase approval, he observes behavior. He does not shout truth, he embodies it. That is the difference between chaos and composure, between being pulled by others' emotions and standing as the calm observer of them. Because here's what the manipulators never understand. Control only works on those who fear losing it. when you no longer need to be seen as right, when you no longer beg to be understood, when you no longer flinch at distortion, you become untouchable. They twist the truth, but you hold the stillness that cannot be twisted. And that stillness is terrifying to those who live through manipulation. So as you listen, breathe deeply. Picture the calm of the philosopher, the stillness of the marble statue that sees all storms but never moves. You don't need to fight fire with fire. You only need to see clearly through the smoke. And once you do, the liars, the deceivers, the emotional players, they all lose their grip. Because no one can twist the truth inside a mind that remains calm. Now, let's begin. 5 Stoic comebacks. 5 unshakable ways to end manipulation instantly. Comeback 1. Let's clarify what actually happened. Manipulation thrives in distortion. It feeds on confusion, twisting words, reshaping context, bending memory until truth becomes unrecognizable. By the time you realize what's happening, the argument isn't even about what happened anymore. It's about how you made them feel, how you misunderstood, how you're overreacting again. You're no longer defending truth, you're defending your sanity. That's why your first weapon isn't anger, it's clarity. And clarity begins with 6 quiet words. Let's clarify what actually happened. Say them slowly, without tension, without the need to win. Because what this phrase does is powerful. It slows down the spin of chaos. It brings the focus back from accusation to fact. It tells the manipulator, we're not staying in emotion, we're returning to reality. Manipulators rely on speed. They move fast. They throw words like fog grenades, hoping you'll chase each one until you're lost in the smoke. But the Stoic doesn't chase fog. He opens a window. When you say, let's clarify what actually happened, you interrupt the entire strategy. You turn off the drama and turn on the light. Because truth has nothing to fear from clarity, only lies do. Imagine a colleague saying, you embarrassed me in front of everyone. You always do this. You could rush to defend yourself. No, that's not true. You misunderstood. But that's exactly what they want. Your emotion, your panic, your energy. Instead, you breathe. You slow down. You reply softly. Let's clarify what actually happened. Now they have to name it. They have to explain. And manipulators hate explaining because they live in generalities. They thrive in always and never, but crumble under detail. Because the moment you separate fact from feeling, their performance collapses. Seneca once wrote, truth is simple. The mind that twists it is complex. The manipulator's power lies in complexity. Your power lies in simplicity. You don't accuse. You don't defend. You bring everything back to one thing, what actually happened. That's how the Stoic wins, without aggression, without justification. This comeback doesn't just expose dishonesty. It reclaims emotional control. It's not about proving you're right. It's about protecting your peace. Because truth doesn't demand noise, it demands presence. And presence is the Stoic's quiet form of strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Those 2 lines are your compass. When you bring clarity into a storm of lies, you're not fighting. You're returning to alignment with truth itself. So when someone tries to confuse you, change the story, or twist your words, don't raise your voice. Raise your standard. Say calmly, let's clarify what actually happened, and let the silence after it do the rest, because that silence is where the truth lives. Now, here's your Stoic affirmation for this moment. a phrase to remind yourself of your calm power and to mark your clarity in the comments below. I choose truth over confusion. Write it, because every time you affirm it, you're retraining your mind to pause, to see, and to stay grounded when others try to twist the world around you. Say it again. I choose truth over confusion. That's your shield. That's your clarity. That's how you win without fighting. Come back to. Help me understand why that bothers you. At first, this phrase sounds gentle, polite, almost disarming. But beneath its calm surface, it carries the quiet precision of a philosopher's blade. Because when someone twists the truth to manipulate you, they're not looking for understanding. They're looking for dominance. They're trying to shift the weight of the conversation away from what they did and onto how you're reacting. They'll say, "You made me feel small. You never listen. You always act superior." These aren't questions, they're accusations wrapped in emotion. Their goal isn't to connect. It's to make you explain yourself endlessly until you're trapped defending your intentions instead of examining their behavior. But you don't play that game anymore. The Stoic doesn't get dragged into emotional theater. He steps back, watches the scene unfold, and replies with calm awareness. Help me understand why that bothers you. 7 words that shift everything. Here's why this phrase works. When you say it, you place the mirror in their hands. You take the light off yourself and shine it directly on their emotion. You're not attacking. You're not submitting. You're inviting reflection. And manipulators hate reflection because self-awareness kills control. They want you reactive because reaction is predictable. But curiosity is unpredictable. It's calm, controlled, grounded. It confuses them. When you say, "Help me understand why that bothers you," you're not defending your morality. You're examining their perception. Epictetus wrote, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the view we take of things." That's the essence of this line. You refuse to wrestle in emotion. You step into reason. You invite them to join you there, and that invitation exposes who cannot. Try to picture this moment. Someone accuses you of being distant. You've changed. You don't care like you used to. Your old self might have rushed to comfort them. You'd say, "Of course I care. I've just been busy. I didn't mean to." And now, they own the narrative. They've set the frame. But now you pause. You breathe. You look at them with quiet steadiness and ask, "Help me understand why that bothers you." And suddenly, they have to think, not feel. Think. They have to examine their reaction instead of hiding behind it. And that's when you'll see the truth. If they're genuine, they'll open up honestly. If they're manipulative, they'll stumble. Because manipulation only survives when you're emotional, never when you're aware. Marcus Aurelius said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." And that's exactly what this comeback represents. You're not cold, you're composed. You're showing strength through empathy, the most disarming kind of strength. When you ask this question, your tone matters. It's not sarcasm, it's sincerity. And sincerity from a Stoic is powerful because it's backed by calm certainty, not guilt. You're saying, "I'm not here to attack you, but I also won't let your feelings become my responsibility." Every manipulator expects the same thing: resistance, argument, defense. But when you stay calm, when you ask for understanding instead of validation, you take away their oxygen. And what's left behind is truth, raw and unfiltered. Because the Stoic doesn't silence emotion, he transforms it into awareness. That's the difference between chaos and control. Now, here's your Stoic affirmation. the mental anchor to close this lesson. Write it in the comments to affirm your calm power. I respond with clarity, not emotion. Say it again. Let it settle into your breath. I respond with clarity, not emotion. This is how the Stoic speaks. This is how you protect your peace. Not by hardening your heart, but by mastering your reaction. Because the one who responds with clarity can never be controlled. Comeback 3. That's one version of events. Some lies don't sound like lies. They sound calm, reasonable, even logical. That's why this third comeback is so powerful. Because sometimes the manipulator doesn't shout, doesn't accuse, they reframe. They rewrite history softly. They retell the story with themselves as the hero or the victim. And before you even realize what's happening, you're inside their version of reality. A story where you're the one who misunderstood, overreacted, or caused the problem. That's how they win. Not with anger, but with narrative control. But you can take it back, and you don't need to fight, argue, or raise your voice. You only need one calm sentence. That's one version of events. Say it slowly, without challenge, without bitterness, because this isn't sarcasm, it's sovereignty. Those 6 words are the verbal equivalent of drawing a boundary. You're not rejecting their story outright. You're acknowledging that it's a version, not the truth. That's what makes it so powerful. It breaks the illusion of singular truth, which manipulators depend on to dominate perception. They want you to believe there's only their way of seeing it. And this sentence reminds both of you, there's always another view. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." When you say, that's one version of events, you're applying this Stoic principle in real life. You're naming their words for what they are, a perspective, not a verdict. And when you do that, something subtle but profound happens. They lose control of the narrative. Because they can't force you into their frame anymore. You've stepped outside it. You've taken the conversation out of manipulation and placed it back into observation. You've just reclaimed your reality. Imagine this. Someone says to you, "You were rude to me last week." Everyone saw it. Instead of panicking and defending yourself, you pause. No rush, no emotion. Then you answer, "That's one version of events." The energy shifts instantly. You haven't denied their statement. You've deflated it. Because truth doesn't need to shout. It only needs to stand. Now they have a problem. To continue controlling the story, they'd have to escalate. They'd have to justify. And manipulators dislike that, because justification exposes the holes in their fiction. This comeback isn't about winning arguments. It's about holding your ground with grace. It tells the world, I don't accept your narrative as my reality. That's not aggression. That's awareness. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And that's what you're practicing here, freedom. Freedom from guilt, from forced explanations, from the exhaustion of over-defending. You're no longer caught in emotional crossfire. You're watching from the hilltop, silent, balanced, and clear. Because that's what the Stoic does. He doesn't rush to correct every lie. He simply refuses to live inside one. So when someone twists the truth, when they try to define who you are, what you did, or what you meant, pause. Don't argue. Don't explain. Just breathe and say, that's one version of events. Then walk away mentally untouched, because those who live by lies can't breathe in the same space as calm truth. Now, your Stoic affirmation for this lesson, a reminder to ground yourself in perspective and awareness. Write it in the comments below. I own my reality. Say it again, slowly, deliberately. I own my reality. Because the truth is this: you can't control what others say about you, but you can control the ground you stand on. And when your reality belongs to you, no one else can rewrite it. Comeback 4. If that's how you see it, you're entitled to your view. Some statements aren't meant to find truth. They're meant to trap you in defense. When someone says, "You think you're better than everyone. You don't care about my feelings. You've changed." They're not looking for conversation. They're looking for validation. And that's where most people fall. They rush to explain. They plead to be understood. They exhaust themselves trying to prove a good heart to someone who's already decided otherwise. That's not communication, that's captivity. The Stoic knows this. He knows that the need to be understood is a quiet form of dependency. And so, he releases it. When faced with accusation, he simply answers, "If that's how you see it, you're entitled to your view." This is one of the calmest, yet most liberating sentences you can ever speak. Because it does what the manipulator cannot handle. It ends the argument without feeding it. You're not agreeing, you're not surrendering, you're acknowledging their perception and refusing to carry it. That's emotional Aikido. It uses their force against itself. Here's why it works. Every manipulator thrives on one thing: your need to correct them. They provoke you until you justify, defend, explain, and by then, you're no longer free. But this line stops the game before it begins. You hand the responsibility for interpretation back to them. You're saying, "Your perspective is yours to keep. I don't need to fix it." It's not dismissive, it's dignified. It's the Stoic form of non-resistance. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You're living that truth in conversation, because someone else's opinion is an outside event. You can't control it, you don't have to. The Stoic sees judgment as weather, passing clouds, not permanent storms. He doesn't try to stop the rain, he simply walks with composure through it. Imagine this in practice. Someone says, "You're so selfish. You never think about anyone else." The old version of you would rush to defend yourself. "I'm not selfish. I do everything for you." But now, you've learned silence is stronger than self-justification. You look them in the eye, calm, steady, and say, "If that's how you see it, you're entitled to your view." And then you stop. No follow-up. No over-explanation. That pause is the power, because manipulation cannot breathe in stillness. You've removed the reaction they were waiting for. You've shown emotional detachment, not through indifference, but through wisdom. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Every unfair judgment is your chance to prove yourself, not by arguing, but by rising above it. You show your strength by what you don't chase. You prove your peace by what you refuse to correct. This comeback represents the final stage of mastery, the point where you no longer need to win. Because when truth lives quietly inside you, no one's perception can shake it. You're no longer demanding recognition. You're already whole. So next time someone insists on misjudging you, don't defend. Don't retaliate. Just breathe and say, "If that's how you see it, you're entitled to your view." And walk away in silence, because peace doesn't come from being understood. It comes from being unmoved. Now your Stoic affirmation for this moment. Write it in the comments to seal this truth in your mind. I don't need to be understood to be at peace. Say it again. softly. I don't need to be understood to be at peace. This is freedom, the kind of freedom that cannot be taken, only realized. Because once you no longer need to defend who you are, you become untouchable. Comeback 5. Let's revisit this when emotions are calmer. There comes a point in every argument when words stop meaning anything. Voices rise, logic fades, and emotion takes over the room like smoke. In that moment, there's no truth, only noise. And noise is the manipulator's favorite battlefield. They want you reactive, they want you loud, they want you exhausted. Because if they can pull you into the storm, you'll spend all your energy trying to prove reason to someone who abandoned it long ago. That's when you need your final comeback. The Stoic boundary line. Let's revisit this when emotions are calmer. This is the phrase of the composed warrior. It doesn't attack. It doesn't surrender. It simply ends the battle by stepping outside of it. You're not rejecting conversation. You're rejecting chaos. You're saying, I'll engage, but only when truth has space to breathe. And manipulators hate that, because they thrive in urgency. They want resolution now, reaction now, submission now. But the Stoic understands that time is power. He doesn't rush. He allows space, because time exposes what emotion conceals. Epictetus wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly." And clarity is one of those great things. You can't force it in the middle of conflict. You have to let the dust settle first. That's exactly what this line does. It takes back control of time and tempo. It slows the heat of the moment until reason can return. Because when people argue from emotion, they're not seeking understanding. They're seeking victory. And when you refuse to fight in that state, you take away their advantage. Picture it. The argument is escalating. Someone says, "You don't even care what I'm feeling." Their tone sharpens. Their words cut. You feel your pulse rising, that old instinct to defend, to fix, to respond. But instead, you pause, you exhale, and you say calmly, "Let's revisit this when emotions are calmer." Then silence. No more defending. No justifying. No explaining. Because you've already won, not over them, but over yourself. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." You can't act rightly or speak truthfully in anger. That's why the Stoic pauses. Not to avoid truth, but to protect it. This phrase is a form of restraint, but restraint is not weakness. It's refinement. It's knowing that timing is everything, and not every moment deserves your voice. Seneca called it the art of delay, waiting not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Because time reveals truth the way dawn reveals shapes in the dark. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is step back and let the light arrive on its own. This comeback also signals emotional maturity. It tells others, "I'm not here to win arguments, I'm here to maintain peace." It reminds them, and yourself, that composure is not withdrawal, it's mastery. When you speak this way, you become the still center of the storm, and those who rely on chaos find nothing to hold on to. You've taken away their fuel. You've chosen peace over panic. And that is the ultimate Stoic victory. So the next time a conversation turns into combat, don't defend your calm. Protect it, step back, breathe, and say, "Let's revisit this when emotions are calmer." Because peace isn't found after the storm. It's found in refusing to join it. Now your Stoic affirmation for this final lesson. Write it in the comments to close the circle of calm. I protect my peace above all else. Say it again, with intention. I protect my peace above all else. Because this is how the Stoic lives. Not chasing control over others, but mastering control over himself. And when you protect your peace, no storm can reach you. You become the calm that chaos fears. Final reflection: the calm after the storm. In the end, truth doesn't shout, it doesn't chase. It simply stands, calm, still, waiting for those strong enough to see it. The manipulator twists, the liar performs, the accuser distorts. But you, the Stoic, remain. Because you've learned the difference between reaction and response. You've learned that silence can be louder than anger, and that calmness, when held long enough, becomes power. You now carry 5 comebacks, 5 lines that aren't meant to win arguments, but to protect your clarity. Let's clarify what actually happened. Help me understand why that bothers you. That's one version of events. If that's how you see it, you're entitled to your view. Let's revisit this when emotions are calmer. Each one is a sword forged in reason and a shield against emotional warfare. They don't humiliate, they illuminate. They don't destroy, they restore. They bring you back to what the Stoics called ataraxia, inner stillness. That sacred state where your peace no longer depends on anyone's tone, opinion, or manipulation. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's your task, not to change the liars, not to silence the critics, but to master your own reaction to them. Because when you no longer flinch at distortion, when you stop defending yourself to those who distort truth, you rise above their reach. And in that stillness, you become what they can't manipulate. A person anchored in truth, untouchable by confusion. So if this message resonated with you, if you felt that calm awakening in your chest, remember, this channel exists for that purpose. To help you sharpen your mind, steady your spirit, and reclaim your peace. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you never walk alone in your journey towards Stoic clarity. Here, every video is a reminder that wisdom is stronger than emotion, and composure is louder than chaos. If you know someone trapped in manipulation, someone who doubts their own sanity because of someone else's lies, share this video with them. It might be the light they need to remember their strength. And in the comments below, leave your final affirmation. A declaration of your inner calm. I remain calm, no matter the storm. Write it not for me, but for you, as a commitment to live with stillness, even when the world tries to shake you. The Stoic doesn't shout, he doesn't chase, he doesn't explain himself to those committed to misunderstanding. He simply sees, he understands, and he remains calm. Because the one who masters peace no longer needs to prove truth.